Hello, Aries. It is a rare blessing to meet you here, where your soul and mind touch within the vast current of the universe. If you are hearing these words, it is not by chance. It is a clear sign that the heavens are opening to send you a message that could change the way you see your journey. I do not come to you as a stranger, but as a traveler who has walked through both shadow and light, carrying lessons that the guides want you to hear today. Do not fear the feelings rising in your heart, Aries. Everything unfolding in your life right now carries a sacred purpose. Within you lives a great power, a pioneering flame that continues to burn despite doubt, as if the universe is reminding you that you were not born to shrink, but to spread your wings and reach for higher horizons. I feel the universe gently shaking you awake, like a kind teacher whispering to a student that it is time to move forward, but this time with a clearer soul, with a more generous heart. Sometimes life places us on steep and rocky paths to teach us lessons in strength and compassion. And when that happens, the divine does not punish, it illuminates. A touch, a meeting, a sign, each one stirs the soul and forces us to see with new eyes. This moment is one of those. I see beside you a radiant stream of white and golden light, the sign of protection and cleansing. This light no longer allows truth to remain hidden. What was once wrapped in sweetness is now revealed. Some people close to you are beginning to show their true energy. This may hurt, but remember this: when darkness is exposed, your spirit is set free. The universe is clearing your path, making your steps lighter, so you can walk forward without hidden burdens. Perhaps someone once said or did something that made you doubt your own light. Maybe it was jealousy, judgment, or simply confusion. But you, child of fire, carry a sacred gift to turn every wound into wisdom. Words meant to dim your brilliance will become fuel for you to rise even higher. The protective light sent down is not the tears of sorrow, but drops of fiery love, washing away the heavy roads you've walked, dissolving energies that never belonged to you. Aries, remember this: faith is your shield. Intuition is your compass. You were born with the gift to see beyond the surface, to read the soul behind words. Do not ignore that inner voice. When intuition tells you something does not align, listen. That is not negativity, it is wisdom, sharpened across many lifetimes. This is not the time to stay silent in the face of what your soul knows is wrong. Revelation is not punishment, it is love, the deepest love the universe can give. And above all, every challenge you face is a reminder of your greater mission. You are not here just to lead, but to guide through the example of your resilience, your compassion, your wisdom. When you realize your true strength, you do more than overcome. You become an inspiration, a light for those who are lost. That is how the divine sets you free, Aries, free to walk without any mask. I feel your weariness, the exhaustion of a warrior who has given too much, who has trusted, even when life demanded caution. But now comes the turning point. This is the moment you take a deep breath, steady yourself, and the flame within rises to say, "Enough, I will no longer carry what is not mine." Do not react in anger, Aries. Anger is the trap of the ego, draining your focus and your light. Instead, lift your eyes, breathe deeply. Remember, no attack can reach you when you are aligned with light. Picture this. You stand before the mirror, and for the first time in a long while, you see yourself without guilt, without the need to explain. You recognize your true nature, a pioneering flame, a resilient soul, a traveler bold enough to step forward. Everything once used against you now becomes the foundation of your growth. What once wounded you becomes wings. Aries, the universe is carrying you into a new chapter, where your flame no longer burns just to fight, but to illuminate. In the days ahead, you will notice shifts in your relationships, your environment, even in the depths of your thoughts. Do not fear. Each change is a piece of the puzzle aligning you with destiny. Some people will drift away not because you rejected them, but because their frequency no longer matches your light. And others will arrive with sincerity, with compassion, with words that uplift. You are drawing kindred souls, companions who share your sacred purpose. The universe is asking you to choose, to honor your own worth, to embrace your true essence fully. You cannot keep giving your precious energy to those who do not know how to care for it. Your sensitivity is not weakness, it is your compass. It is the gift that connects you to the unseen, to truths unspoken. Embrace your feelings. Protect them, treasure them. Anyone who says you are too much has never understood the depth of your soul. The universe whispers to me, do not be afraid, Aries. Darkness cannot overcome those who walk in truth. Your fire is eternal, not to burn in rage, but to purify, to warm, to guide. What feels like betrayal today, tomorrow you will see as release. For often, heaven removes what weighs you down to make room for what will lift you higher. I see doors opening, new opportunities, reconciliations that bring peace. In your work, what once stalled will begin to flow. In love, I sense a presence drawing near, not with empty promises, but with truth. This journey, Aries, is spiritual alchemy. You are being shaped by light. At times you may feel alone, but you are never alone. The guardians are with you. All that must leave will leave. All that comes will be a blessing. With each sunrise, create a small ritual to release what no longer serves you. Write on a slip of paper what you want to let go. Judgments, memories, words. Place it under a bowl of water and light a white candle. Whisper, light of the universe, cut every tie not born of love. Turn every wound into wisdom. Extinguish the candle in gratitude. Pour the water away from your home and tear the paper. This will be your act of release, Aries. When you let go of what weighs you down, the stars themselves begin to rearrange to support you. You are stepping into a season of clarity, of manifestation, of living with purpose. What once confused you will now become clear. You will no longer accept half-truths or empty connections. Your soul longs for depth, and the universe is answering with exactly that. For a long time, you tried to explain who you are to those who could not understand. But that cycle is over. From this day forward, your energy, your very essence, will speak for itself. You no longer need to convince anyone. You only need to show up and let your presence radiate. Those who recognize the truth will naturally walk beside you, and those who cannot will simply fall away. You are walking through a sacred fire, not to destroy, but to purify and elevate your soul. That fire burns away guilt, fear, and hidden wounds. Aries, you were not born to blend into the crowd. You were born to rise, to stand as a torch that leads the way. You were born to be a voice of inspiration, eyes that can see beauty even in the dark. I see signs the universe is sending. A song at the perfect moment, a phrase that stirs your heart, a dream that lingers when you wake. Do not dismiss them. They are the language of the divine, whispers meant for you alone. The heavens speak to you through symbols. There is an old wound, one that taught you the wisdom of discernment. Now, the universe wants you to heal and open your heart again, not with naive innocence, but with hard-earned wisdom. Love is drawing near, a love that will honor your strength and your truth. It is a love that will never ask you to abandon yourself. I also see opportunities, seeds that seem small yet hold great potential. Trust in your talent. Trust in the flame of your creativity. Every setback in your past has been training, preparing you for this rise. If a new proposal or spark of inspiration comes, receive it with faith and listen to your intuition. As your light spreads, it will draw attention. Not all of it will be pure. Learn to tell the difference between those who come in love and those who are drawn only to your fire. You cannot heal everyone, Aries. Your mission is to inspire, not to rescue. Trust your inner compass. That is the gift the universe has placed within you. I also see a golden symbol, not an arrow this time, but a flame, standing tall, proud, pointing you toward truth. Do not fear letting go of what has grown old. Every step you take forward clears a path for others to follow. So I ask you one thing, smile. Every time you smile, imagine rays of pure light flowing out from you, touching the souls that need it. If someone comments on your appearance, your expression, do not mind. Spiritually, your smile is a decree of light. Your voice, your words, even your very presence are sacred instruments. When someone criticizes your brilliance, it is because they cannot ignore your presence. Smile, because that smile not only softens them, it also frees you. The light you carry cannot be dimmed. Your voice, Aries, has the power to heal. Your words open doors, and your laughter lifts the vibration of the world. Remember this, what others once criticized, the universe will turn into your badge of honor. Your smile is the mark of rebirth. Each time you speak from the heart, a truth anchors itself into the earth, giving strength to those who come after you. Aries, I sense a deep current of energy swirling around you now, like a sacred wind sweeping away the old, making space for the new that is ready to be born. This is the universe rearranging the unseen pieces of your destiny, preparing the ground for you to grow in a higher dimension of awareness. A spiritual expansion is beginning to emerge within you, a remembering of ancient memories long asleep in your soul. Do not fear if you start to feel the signs of the divine more vividly. You may notice light within a dream, gentle sounds that seem to come from nowhere, or the way time stretches when you meditate, or when your gaze drifts toward the horizon. This is the moment when your soul reconnects with the wisdom of other lifetimes, with the eternal flame that lives within your chest. I sense the presence of guides drawing near. They do not come to do the work for you, but to lift you so you can become more fully yourself. They surround your field of energy with golden light, like galaxies slowly turning, whispering, "It is time to remember. You are being invited back to the source of your strength, the place where your creative spark was never doubted. The place where your soul once chose to come to earth with a mission, to spread faith, to lead by example, to inspire with burning passion, and to plant hope in those who have forgotten how to dream." Aries, life has taught you many lessons in a short path. You have climbed steep hills, crossed silent deserts that felt endless, yet the flame inside you never went out. Today that flame rises clearer than ever, so that you may feel your purpose being revealed piece by piece. From now on, each step you take will not only guide you, it will awaken awareness in those around you. Your voice, your eyes, your simple presence are enough to stir in others a memory of light. You do not need many words, you only need to be. Your energy itself will become the teacher. I see before you a road of light winding through mountains. After each curve comes a lesson, after each peak a new triumph. There are moments you think you have not advanced at all, but soon you will understand. Each stumble was needed, so you could learn to carry the torch without fear. What once worried you will become the foundation on which you build your future. And I also sense a strong calling toward creation. The divine is urging you to release what you carry. Through art, through words, through teaching, through service. Do not hold back what the universe has planted within you. Every idea, every spark of inspiration is a stream of light longing to be made real. When you dare to create from your heart, Aries, you become a channel of healing, of elevation, of transformation. Do not underestimate your gift. Do not wait for the perfect moment. For the perfect moment is now. The divine also reminds me to speak to you of your body, the temple of your soul. You have stored energy in certain places. The chest, the shoulders, the belly. These are signs of emotions left unspoken. Release them through movement, through song, through conscious breath. Walk barefoot upon the earth. Feel the heartbeat of the planet. Mother Earth whispers, you are not alone. She supports every step you take. Whenever you feel heavy, press your forehead to the ground, breathe deeply. That simple connection carries a miraculous healing power. In Aries, I see a gate of prosperity opening before you. It appears as a golden spiral slowly turning, calling you to step through. But this gate can only be activated by gratitude. When you give thanks even for your wounds, when you bless what has been lost, you unlock the flow of blessings. This prosperity is not only material. It is a state of life where everything nourishes and harmonizes with you. Yes, tangible opportunities will come. A job, a journey, an unexpected relationship. But each opportunity will reflect your inner growth. The more you trust divine providence, the more signs will appear to confirm you are on the right path. I also see a figure approaching, not a mythical being but your own image. A stronger, wiser version of yourself smiling back at you. This is the invitation to return to yourself, to your pioneering flame, to lead, to inspire, to plant seeds of hope, to turn every trial into a lesson and every lesson into wings. And there is an ancient presence beside you. Not a teacher from old tales, but the embodiment of primordial wisdom. A guiding soul from the feminine stream that has walked with you since before time began. She holds a bowl of clear water and lifts it to the sky. From within, streams of starlight pour out, as if the heavens themselves are flowing into her hands. She whispers to me, tell Aries to drink from the reflection of their own image. It means you no longer need to seek answers outside yourself. Everything you long to know is already inscribed in your soul. You only need silence and openness to listen. Emotionally, your love is entering a new form, more sincere, more profound. Some will walk away, not to hurt you, but to make space for connections built on freedom rather than dependency. Do not cling to what says goodbye. Life is purifying your environment, preparing it for relationships that match your frequency. Aries, your heart is learning to love without losing its fire, to share without seeking validation. You were not made for small bonds, but for encounters where two souls recognize the greatness within each other. If someone is already in your life, this relationship, too, is passing through the fire of purification. Fears will surface, unspoken truths will rise, suppressed desires will demand voice. If both choose truth, the bond will bloom into a radiant union. If not, the universe will gently return each to their own path in peace. What dissolves has fulfilled its mission. And in your mind, I sense a new channel of intuition opening. Bright as the Milky Way, you may experience sudden visions, images in your mind, flashes of excitement that later prove real. Do not doubt. This is the universe speaking to you in symbols. When you see repeating numbers, 11, 11, 33, 77, stop, give thanks, and speak a positive affirmation. The vibration of your words in that moment carries a multiplied power. There is a profound message about time sent to you. Have you ever felt that everything was moving too fast or too slow, as if nothing unfolded the way you expected? The universe whispers, trust the rhythm. Everything that belongs to you is already on its way. Do not chase what is destined to find you. Relax your spirit. Your flame is strong, but even fire needs stillness so it will not burn out. Learn to rest without guilt, to pause without believing you are lost. Rest, too, is part of the journey upward. I sense your dreams becoming more vivid. You may awaken remembering landscapes, unknown ancient temples, or strange beings carrying symbols. Write them down. Each dream is a letter from your soul delivered while the mind sleeps. Do not rush to understand it all at once. Wisdom reveals itself in its own time, sometimes through a phrase overheard days later. Aries, your hands carry a sacred gift. When you touch, you transmit energy. When you create, you plant harmony. Use your hands with intention. Place one hand on your chest, the other on your belly as you breathe, and you will balance your centers of energy. When you stroke the air, imagine you are drawing symbols of light to cleanse the space around you. Every conscious gesture is a holy act, a living lesson in the power of presence. And now, there is something more your guides are showing me. It is not only about receiving the light, but about becoming the channel of that light for others. When you look upon yourself with respect, you unlock the wisdom within. When you act from balance, you do not only transform yourself, you transform the vibration of every room you walk into. In the months ahead, you will feel a strong urge to move. Maybe short trips, maybe only a new road through a familiar city. Do not resist. Every journey, near or far, awakens memories deep within your soul. You may stand in a place that feels strangely familiar, or see a face that stirs recognition you cannot explain. These are fragments of experiences your soul has known before, returning to merge with you to remind you who you have always been. Relax. The Aries soul learns by walking, and every step is a prayer in motion. Physical movement is not only care for your body, it is part of your spiritual learning. As you move, old energy is released, making space for new awareness. I see 3 flames burning within your heart. A blue one, divine will. A golden one, radiant wisdom. A pink one, unconditional love. When you feel unsteady, imagine these 3 flames spinning together in harmony like a wheel of light within your chest. This restores your center and calls you back to your original purpose. Aries, remember your voice is a sacred medicine. Speak with love. Your words can awaken awareness in those around you. In times when many choose silence out of fear, your sincerity is the lighthouse. Do not fear sharing what you have learned, even knowing some will not understand. Those who are ready will receive your message, and those not ready will carry it as a seed waiting for the day it blooms. And if doubt visits, lift your head high. Look to the night sky. The stars that once guided travelers remind you. There is always a true north, even when the map disappears. You are the arrow pointing toward truth. You do not need to see the whole destination. You need only trust the pull that is guiding you. Aries, the universe honors every step you take. Every courageous step forward, every silent tear you have shed, is being transformed into blessing. Soon, life will begin to answer in unexpected ways. A timely embrace, an opportunity once out of reach, a peace arriving for no reason at all. This is the divine's response to the faith you have planted. Your guides show me that you are entering a deep expansion of the soul. At times, you may feel out of place, as if you no longer fit the old spaces. And it is true. You cannot continue on paths that have become too narrow. Your soul needs openness, new horizons. There is a call within you to seek truth, to learn, to immerse yourself in knowledge that awakens sacred curiosity. You may feel drawn to subjects you once overlooked. Ancient philosophy, mystical wisdom, the language of light, astrology, even sciences that bridge humanity with the cosmos. This is not coincidence. It is your spirit remembering its nature. A seeker of eternal light, Aries, you did not come here only to look at the stars. You came to understand their language and to transform it into hope for others. The universe is inviting you to embrace the power of words. Your stories, your lessons, your lived experiences can illuminate the way for many. Do not wait until you feel fully ready. Speak when your heart stirs, for that is when your message is strongest. Begin here, write, speak, breathe from your soul, without pretense, without fear. Every word, every breath born of sincerity reveals the divine. There are many hearts waiting to hear what you have learned through trial. Do not underestimate your testimony. What you see as ordinary may be the signal that awakens someone still asleep. I also feel your hands awakening, as if an ancient gift is returning. When you touch, when you create, when you cook, when you caress, you are transmitting energy. You may begin to feel warmth in your palms or gentle currents along your fingers. Do not fear, this is not strange. It is the sign of your return, the gift of healing within you. Use it with love. Rest your hands upon water before you drink. Place them on your chest when you need peace. Lay them upon someone you love when you wish to bless them. Within you lives the energy of a traveling healer, one who carries the medicine of fire and the path. The heavens show me memories of past lives awakening, not to wound you, but to help you understand them from a higher place. Moments you thought were gone may return in vision. Do not run. Look upon them with compassion. When a wound reveals itself, it is because it is ready to be healed completely. You no longer need to carry guilt or old resentment. Forgive the former version of yourself. Forgive what you did not yet know how to do better. Each past self did what it could with the light it had. Aries, your soul has traveled many lifetimes in search of the wisdom of the heart. In other ages, you were a guide, a philosopher, a mystic, a warrior of light. That is why, when you hear spiritual truth, you are not learning it, you are remembering it. And sometimes that remembering aches, because it reminds you how much you had forgotten. But there is beauty even in that ache, for it is the sign that you are returning to your true essence. You are gathering the fragments of yourself, fragments that have been sleeping among the stars. There is something powerful your guides want you to know. You are ready to create miracles. Miracles are not impossible events. They are the natural result of an awakened consciousness. When your thoughts align with truth, the universe moves in perfect harmony. What you once thought would take months may arrive in days. What seemed distant suddenly feels close. All you need is faith without worrying about how it will unfold. Feel as though it is already done. The energy of gratitude is the key that opens the invisible door. Before you see the outcome, give thanks. When you are grateful, you clear the path for the miracle to arrive. I see that in the time ahead, life around you may grow quieter. This is not loneliness. It is sacred space for new light to enter. Some relationships will fade not because of conflict, but because the vibration has changed. Do not fear. In that space, new souls will appear. Souls who speak your language without needing explanation. This is part of your cycle of growth. When the flame rises, not everyone can follow. Aries, your laughter holds the power to shatter old spells. Each time you laugh from the soul, you release a wave that clears heaviness from the air. Do not suppress your joy out of fear of disturbing others. Your joy is the medicine. There are souls who, when they see your smile, remember that life can still be bright, that faith does not have to be solemn, that spirit also knows how to sing, to dance, to rejoice. This is the greatest lesson of this season. Your sincerity, your vibration, your joy. That is the miracle that transforms everything around you. And there is one more thing. Aries, soon you will receive an invitation, an offer that may challenge you. It may pull you out of your comfort zone, into a new environment, or place in your hands a role you never thought you could carry. Say yes. This experience is the bridge leading you to a stronger, wiser version of yourself. It is not random. It is part of the sacred plan your soul chose long before you were born. Every adventure that comes your way is guided by inner wisdom. Begin with gratitude, even before you take the first step. Each night before sleep, recall 3 things that made you smile, no matter how small. This practice prepares a clear field of dreams, where the teachers of light can guide you. And when you wake, if you remember words, images, or symbols, write them down. They are keys opening the roads ahead. Aries, you are building your destiny with every thought. You are no longer just reacting, you are choosing. And choice itself is freedom. Do not look back. Seeking recognition from the past. Before you lies something greater than you imagined. You are the arrow of dawn, the pioneering flame that guides others without even trying. The entire universe is aligning for you to shine. Heaven opens when you walk in truth. The trees bow to you, the waters echo your name. Because when the Aries heart awakens, the world remembers that faith is also an adventure, and that love always finds its way home. Aries, this is the moment the universe honors all you have endured. You have survived trials few could bear. Each test has forged the strength shining through you today. No shadow can hold you back. You have learned to turn pain into wisdom, doubt into faith, loneliness into understanding. What once looked like an obstacle was the very door leading you to your wholeness and awakening. Your energy has reached maturity, where nothing outside can define you. Now you know freedom comes from within, that there is no fixed destination, only countless paths chosen through conscious decisions. You are stepping into a season of absolute clarity. Everything around you will begin to resonate with your frequency, and anything that does not will simply dissolve. This is the natural cycle of those who decide to live in truth. The universe is not testing you, it is celebrating you. Every step taken in love, every word spoken with faith, every silence filled with hope has been witnessed. None of your experiences have been wasted. Now you know who you are, and with that certainty, everything changes. Time begins to serve you. Opportunities arrive with ease. The right people find you. The doors that were closed swing open. Aries, you are ready to claim the place the universe has reserved for you. This is not the time for waiting, but for acting with confidence. Life asks for your presence, not your perfection. Live true to your feelings. Listen to the voice inside, the one that has saved you many times. Every choice made from the heart is a step closer to your divine purpose. From the messages shown to me, I can affirm this. Everything coming to you now carries sacred meaning. The flame within you has grown so great, nothing can extinguish it. You no longer seek approval. You have learned to shine with faith, and that is the sign of an awakened soul. If these words have touched the deepest part of you, if you recognize that this guidance has reached you at the perfect time, leave a comment or share this message as a gift so the light may reach others who need it. Every small act of sharing helps another soul find their message. I hold you now in the energy of faith. Remember, this is your time. What once held you back has no power anymore. You were born to move forward, to teach by example, to prove that faith is not a hiding place, but a force strong enough to move mountains. Keep walking, Aries. The universe walks with you, and what is coming will surpass every dream you have ever dreamed.